Kevin Jackson Radio Show.
Welcome, everybody. Kevin Jackson here. It's a Kevin Jackson Show. Glad you guys are with me. Hey, are you going to be checking out Black Panther? The movie's coming out. You guys going to watch Black Panther? It's got Chadwick Boseman in it. That kid is a good actor. He did James Brown. Have you guys seen that James Brown? Get on up. Get up. Get on up. Get up. Get on up. Get on the scene. It's like a sex machine. And James Brown. That is a heck of a movie. You've got to see it. This dude becomes James Brown. Maybe Jamie Foxx playing Ray or Denzel Washington playing who do you play? Malcolm X. That's as close as you get to just, I mean, he captured James Brown. Serious business. You got to see it. It's more than worth it. Anyway, he plays he was also in a movie with Kevin Costner. Plays a good role there. Good guy. I mean, one of my favorite actors. Now I'm going to find out he's a leftist and I got to quit watching his movies. But right now I don't know. So I got to recommend it. But he plays a superhero, Black Panther. And it's funny because it's sort of based on the society where apparently black folks may be getting the shaft. And he comes in as a superhero, straightens out of all the white folks in the future. And there you go. But it's interesting that they bring it out now. And I'm curious how it's going to get covered. Like, will the cops be oppressors, and who will be the leaders of the oppressive movement? Is it going to be Democrats? Or is it going to be a bunch of rich white guys that all look like Donald Trump? Because you know how Hollywood is. But yeah, Black Panther coming out. I'm not going to see it. I don't support Hollyweird in any way. I don't even like watching movies at home, to be honest with you. I will not leave my TV on a channel for leftists. Like, I came in one day, I did it by accident, and Tamron Hall's show was on. I turned it off immediately. I don't want Nielsen rating these people based on, because it's cable companies now, they know exactly where the TV is, if you're on it or what have you. So I want no credit given to anything leftist. If I'm watching the show, great. When I'm not watching the show, boop, back on Fox. Speaking of which, I think we can impact, and I think we should, impact positively, what's his name? Jimmy Fallon's show. If you get a chance at late night, put your channel on Jimmy Fallon's show. And let me tell you why. Jimmy Kimmel is a piece of work. I can't stand this guy now. He used to be lefty. Used to be a center guy. And I even thought at one point he was a little leaning conservative. And it turns out this guy is a hardcore leftist. They've gotten to him. I don't know when he got infected, but he got too close to one of the ticks on the left, and they started sucking the blood out of him and left him a virus, and now he's a lefty. And he doesn't care if we watch his show. He said it. I don't care what these people do, whatever. And I read a report that he lost 30% of his conservative audience at some point. And I was thinking, why hasn't he lost 100%? Who would still watch this guy? The only people that should be watching Jimmy Kimmel are people that clip stupid things that he says. Clip the stuff, clip the show. That's it. You shouldn't be watching Jimmy Kimmel. But Jimmy Fallon was asked, why doesn't he, do more on Trump? He's like, why? He goes, I'm really not that interested in politics. I'm interested in pop culture. I'll get political, but I'm not going to beat up on Trump. Now they're saying, well, his ratings are way down and this, that, and the other. They may very well be. So what I said is, as conservatives, we have a guy who says, I'm not going to get into the fray. I'm just going to, do what I do and let the chips fall where they may. I say, let's support his show. I'm going to leave my TV on Jimmy Fallon in the evenings. I am. And I'm going to do a petition to support Jimmy Fallon. He's one of the only guys who's not beating up on Trump. Now, I don't know what he did on Weinstein. He actually did have a quip on Weinstein. It was pretty funny. But I don't know, I'm not going to tell him what to write for his show. But what I do appreciate is that he has the guts to say, and he said this publicly, I'm not jumping on Trump just because you guys think it's, the interesting thing to do. He doesn't find it particularly interesting, and for the record, neither do I. If Trump does something crazy, for example, when he was throwing napkins or paper towels to the Puerto Ricans? That's funny. I mean, that to me, it was worthy of ridicule. And, I haven't talked about it because I've been too busy with other things. But if I was writing comedy, I would definitely write, I'm sitting there looking for some bread and Donald Trump throws me some napkins. What am I going to do? What am I wiping off? My face if I don't have anything to eat. Throw me a chicken, then throw me the napkins. All right? There's comedy all over. And I would have ridiculed him in a fun way, but they, the times I did see it, everybody's, oh, look at Donald Trump. He's, acting like he's king and he's throwing them paper towels or whatever it was. They could non-consumables. I get it. They're hungry. But at some point, maybe he's an optimist and saying the food's coming. I mean, they usually give you the napkins before they give you the meal, don't they? So maybe that was what was coming next. But I do want us to at least consider supporting this guy. We're going to put out a petition that says support Jimmy Fallon, and here's why. And I hope you will. The thing that we have to understand as conservatives is it's very easy to go, hey, that's a great thing that guy did over there. For example, there were a couple of guys on teams that stood alone. Or very few people, especially young black men. Did we find out who these men were and get on their Twitter feeds and say, thank you very much for standing up? Have we congratulated all the blacks in the NFL who haven't taken a knee? And it's overwhelming numbers. And have we said, these are the black folks that represent America? And on and on. We don't do that. And that's our problem, guys. That's part of marketing, is to say, it's easy to let the hero just stand alone. These guys aren't looking for trophies. They're not looking for much. But they would like to know that the conservative movement is out there watching and saying, you know what, I appreciate you. I've yet to see any article of significance that says, here are all the people who stood, along their team, especially with the teammates like San Francisco. This is a guy that stood alone. Let's congratulate these guys. That's how you build more warriors. For the record, many, many more people stood in the NFL than didn't stand. I estimated it's roughly 950 blacks who stood while other ones took a knee at the height at 200. And what have we done to thank these guys and to say, we get you, we understand you, and let the NFL know those are the guys we're watching the game for. Back in a bit.
This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.
Do you owe back taxes to the IRS or state? The secret to avoiding the IRS nightmare is to seek professional representation. My friends at Security Tax Associates provide the most cost-effective and ethical representation in the industry while helping to avoid seizures, levies, and wage garnishments. Security Tax Associates is here to ensure that the appropriate steps are taken to permanently eliminate any possibility of future tax burdens once and for all. For a free, no-obligation consultation, contact Security Tax Associates, 844-779-4177. That's 844-779-4177. 844-779-4177. Or visit them at securitytaxassociates.com.
Beth Cook Moranville, author of Closer Than Your Breath, a book of hope.
Hope, that wonderful, wonderful four-letter word that you may feel completely out of. I wrote this book to give you great hope. It's not too late. If fetal position is an all too familiar place for you, I understand. If the next 60 seconds are too long, this book is for you. Wherever you are right now, whether you're dealing with divorce or death or sickness, take hope. You are going to make it through this pain. Don't roll your eyes. I've walked this road and I know it. The best is yet to come.
Closer Than Your Breath, a book of hope from author and speaker Beth Cook Moranville, can be found on Amazon.com or Kindle.com. For more information, visit closerthanYourBreath.com or on Facebook at Closer Than Your Breath.